Welcome back to Chris.
And Chris.
We're here. This is now the end of the NFL season, the regular season at that. We are here going back over what happened this season and predicting what might happen in the future in the playoffs happening this week. We have our famous almighty tier list here. We already have Chicago in the number one draft pick at the bottom because they were abysmal and trash. So we're gonna go over the tier list. This is where we rank things, random stuff every week. We have at the top we have the Super Bowl locks, ones that we guarantee or who will be in the Super Bowl or might be in the Super Bowl based on their performance this year. We have the conference winners. We have the division winners. We have average teams. We have trash teams. We have teams that need a prayer. And then at the bottom, we have the number one draft pick, which is the Chicago Bears.
Good Lord. We ain't got to a damn preseason game. You already putting them at the bottom.
No. This is for the whole season. This season.
Oh,
So
okay.
based on their based on their record this season.
Okay. I thought he was basing it off of like next season. I'm like, damn, we ain't got to the draft yet. Like we ain't even in April yet. Like, chill. And
Hey man.
I love when you go on like NFL.com and like if you look up the draft order and they'll say, oh, what's the biggest needs at position, and they'll have like everything on the offense. They did a quarterback. They need an offensive lineman, an offensive tackle. They did everything.
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 So first we're gonna talk about the abysmal Arizona Cardinals. 4-13.
Damn. And by my record, they had the fourth overall pick in the upcoming draft.
Right. So I don't know. I don't even know anymore, man. These teams, they suck. I think,
I'm gonna put
especially when Kyler Murray was selected to be on the team, you had all the pieces around him. Did you just give them all away?
And he got hurt.
And then he got hurt, came back, got hurt again.
And then they found out, wait, our franchise quarterback don't even read the playbook.
No, he doesn't. That's crazy.
In other words, you are
a prayer.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what I was gonna say. Because they need something. Because this ain't it.
Say a little prayer for you.
Which is crazy because like mind you, like a couple years ago, they were what 10-0 to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wheels just came off.
7 losses.
7 losses, and like in that wild card game against Los Angeles, they didn't even look like a playoff team.
No.
They looked like a JV squad.
Right. Speaking of JV squad, we have the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh.
Just watching their highlights was just.
They have highlights.
Yes, they have highlights.
Do they have highlights, or do Bijan Robinson have highlights?
Bijan Robinson has highlights.
Yeah, thank you. That's more like it.
I don't say they need a prayer. I would just say they're trash.
Trash.
Just trash.
Trash, man. But hey, you got rid of your coach though, so that's something.
That's true.
7-10, 7-10, and 7-10
every year.
That means you are consistently underachieving. You know what you're going to get.
Right. And they got rid of him. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of a team that needs no introduction, we have the Baltimore Ravens. They have locked the AFC division or conference actually, and their division.
Yeah, they locked up. Mm-hmm.
So, and I do believe even if Cleveland or Pittsburgh makes it out of the first round, I do think Baltimore will be a a Super Bowl lock.
Yeah, they're a lot. They're the most complete team on both sides of the ball. Offense, it's a juggernaut. Defense can hold its own against anybody. They can just flat out dominate you. So there's really nothing much to talk about. Let's just let them move on the way up at the very top. So, because there's not much to talk about. Just roll the footage. Roll the footage.
They're
Lamar
the best.
Jackson going
They're
to
the
be
best team in the AFC. They're not the best team overall, though.
Lamar Jackson going to win MVP, probably unanimous MVP
Yeah.
this year or so. So I mean, what more can you say?
Okay.
Let's just hope nobody gets hurt.
Right. A healthy Ravens team can win it. Can win it all.
Because if they were healthy in 2019, they would have won the whole thing. But
Mm-hmm.
everybody got hurt.
Everybody got hurt.
Everybody got hurt.
Next we have the Baltimore, not Baltimore, Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills are the most consistent, inconsistent team this season.
Yeah, I think you said about a few teams on this list, but they up there.
Yeah, but Buffalo's always been consistently inconsistent, but this year it hasn't worked for them in their favor.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, but
I don't know.
Looking at how they're at right now, I mean, I can't remember which loss it was, but they had to pretty much win out and like run the gauntlet on a lot of really good teams in the league, and they've held their own. So for me, I'm not gonna say they're a lock. I'm not gonna say they're conference winners, but I do see them making it out the first round into the divisional. I do see that. So for me, I'm putting them in like division winners.
Okay.
So I'll do it because Miami decided to be Miami and choke it away.
They
They choked it away. If you look, if you look at Miami's record or something, I'll talk about that. You know, I'm gonna say about Miami when we get to Miami. So we'll get to them later.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have a team that just I don't even know. I don't even know if Jesus can help them at this point.
Can we give Carolina their own tier?
We can.
Let's say Lawrence and Revival. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, Lawrence and Revival.
No, no.
Okay, how about okay, how about
this is gonna be
Temper
red.
Tantrum?
I'm gonna turn. I got a tier for you.
Oh God. It's just you're bad when you get when forget a tier category. You get your own tier, and there's no one else in there but you. You've truly accomplished something. Forget it. Damn. Forget about it.
Just forget about it, Carolina. Just. Even in the last game of the season, you can't even score a. You had a chance to score a touchdown, but you
oh my God. That's their play, and that's their whole season summed up in one play. Their entire season summed up.
Yes, no.
You know what? Can we like switch Chicago and the Panthers? Can we like do that? Because I don't know. I can't. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. There we go. There we go.
At least they get the number one draft pick. So
at least, but they only got the number one draft pick because Carolina traded their draft pick.
Yep.
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bears was like what 7 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually played decent in the last half of the season. So hey, kudos to them. Even though the Bears literally said, "Hey man, look, quarterbacks coach, offense coordinator, linebacker, like they fired everybody except the coach.
Everybody.
Like, damn."
Speaking about damn, the Cincinnati Bengals, they are a very average team. They weren't trash this year because, of course, Joe Burrow got hurt. And
right. I mean, they only been playoffs without him.
True.
They only been playoffs without him. So
I'd say average.
And again, this is just based off of this season.
They're based off the season. Like if Joe Burrow was healthy, they'd be a conference winner. I would say. I would
Mhm.
think. But since he's injured and like some other key people are out, then they're just average now.
The thing with Cincinnati is that like they'll start slow in the season, but then like after like maybe week 3 or week 4, then it's when they're like, okay, let's actually start playing, and then they may win like 4 or 5 in a row. You know what I mean? So that's just kind of weird. But
Yeah.
obviously, Joe Burrow wishing for speed recovery. So
Yeah. Shout out to Joe Burrow. And shout out to the Cleveland Browns with our ex head coach Jim Schwartz.
man,
I see them
forget
being a
defense
conference
coordinator
winner.
too. Okay, I'm not going to go that far.
What you
I
mean?
I am I am not going that far. As far win the conference, nah, man. Do you actually see them beating Baltimore?
They have beat
In your heart
Baltimore.
of hearts, do you see them beating Baltimore?
They have beat Baltimore this year.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm gonna put a real stat on you. Cleveland is the only team to beat both number one seeds this season. They beat San Francisco and Baltimore this year.
You
And
know,
defense by Jen Schwartz.
it's the defense. Like honestly, Jim Schwartz seriously should be considered for a head coaching job next season because the work he's doing on defense for the Browns is
No,
like
don't let him be a head coach. Just be a defensive coordinator.
okay, that's right. I mean, honestly, I would say this: if we could trade Aaron Glenn for Jim Schwartz with this defense, I would say take him in a heartbeat.
I don't
In a
heartbeat.
heartbeat. I'm like,
A
Glenn, I love you, but
heartbeat.
can you imagine what Schwartz can do with this defense? And they're young, but
I put him at division.
that's fair. I will say that I think it will make it very interesting if Cleveland ends up beating Houston and if Joe Burrow plays against Lamar Jackson against his old team, who they pushed him to the side for Lamar in the first place. The script writers are on 10 this year for all
They
the
are.
scenarios. You can't
Mhm.
make this up.
Speaking of scenarios, we have Mike McCarthy going
Uh,
against his old team this Sunday
oh God.
at Jerry World.
Ugh. Might as well call it the Death Star.
Based on their record and they're at home, um, sky's the limit for the Dallas Cowboys. They just don't have to. They just can't fuck it up.
But they will.
I got them beating Green Bay though, but Green Bay is a young team that if they somehow pull it off, I will be happy.
And hey, you want to hear a stat?
But
In the last 10 games with the Packers and the Packers have won 9 of them.
yeah,
Now I know it was with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, but if we're gonna call a spade, let's call for what it is. Let's call for what it is.
true.
Speaking of calling it what it is,
Broncos country, let's die.
let's pray. No, Broncos country, we need a prayer. That's what we need.
We need a damn prayer.
We did a damn prayer, man.
Jesus, take the wheel. All right, we got the Detroit Lions. Let's just
Damn.
put Super Bowl lock. Let's do it. This is gonna be a
No,
Super Bowl. This is gonna be the Super Bowl.
Hey,
The
man.
Ravens and the
Wait,
Lions.
didn't you see you had somebody from high school play for the Ravens?
Yeah, one of my friends from high school used. I mean, one of my
Yeah.
friends from church used to play on the Ravens.
Okay, gotcha.
We had the Green Bay Packers. They were a really good team this year.
I can't say they're trash. Well, I'm not gonna put them in a bunch of territory, but I'll say, I'm gonna say average for now. For now, because
Okay.
if you would have told me that they would have made the playoffs without Aaron Rodgers, I would have never believed it.
Well, I knew they were going to the playoffs. I just didn't know they're going to be 7th seed. I thought they're going to be like at least a 5 or a 6.
A 5
But
or
they
a
just
6?
barely. Yeah, they're going to win games.
I mean, yeah,
outside
but
of
like
outside
all
of
the
outside of the NFC, they were going to win games based on their schedule. They pretty
I
much
mean,
had the
yeah,
same
but like
schedule as us.
I mean, yeah, but all the Bears had to do Sunday was to beat the Packers, and even without Aaron Rodgers, they still own them. They
Oh yeah,
are
they
who we
beat them.
thought they were.
They beat them like someone stole something from them.
They are who we thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
Every single year,
Now this year, the Houston Texans shocked the world.
they said, "Yeah,
I see them winning in the divisional.
yeah." I'll say this honestly. I'll say this. My vote, if you would have told me at the start of the season who would I choose for Coach of the Year, 100% Dan Campbell. But D'Amico Ryans with Houston, seeing that they won 3 games last year and they won the conference this season, if he wins Coach of the Year, I would not be upset. I honestly wouldn't be. But
I wouldn't be upset.
But Houston, they got their pieces, they got their quarterback, they got their guy, so they're doing something right. But they're doing a lot of things right, actually. So good for them.
Yeah, they are.
Good for them.
How about another team in the AFC South? We have the Colts of Indiana.
Need a prayer. Need a prayer.
Do they though?
Yes.
I'm looking at the record. I don't think they need a prayer. I just think they're trash.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're trash either, man. I would say that if
But
they
need a
don't need a
prayer is
prayer,
lower than
then
trash. What the fuck? I'm not saying they're
okay,
trash.
okay.
So they're average then? I would say they're average. I'm gonna say they're a great team.
yeah. I mean, that's fine. I mean, if they tweak a couple of things, then they could do something.
All they had to
I
oh
mean,
hey Chris, 4th and 1. That's all I have to say.
see, there's so many things that was wrong with it because, like, number one, it's 4th and 1. You're running back who you paid a nice amount of money to early in the season, who's injury prone. You keep him out of the game after he was already rushing for 188 in the entire game, and you keep him out on 4th down. You need 1 yard. You need one yard.
For your
Your whole
lifeline.
season.
Your whole season was on the
When
line.
and you're in. When and you're in. And you put him in the game for 1 yard. Now, granted, the throw was not perfect. I get it. But if the ball touched your hand, you gotta catch that. You have to.
You got to.
But still, that was a heartbreaker. So
People were so mad. They were sad and stuff.
oh, I know. I live here. Shoot, I know. We should have won the game.
Oh.
No.
Oh. No, not that one. It was the what was it? The Steelers Jacksonville game when he kicked a field goal.
Man.
He was like, he's got it. No.
Speed of Jacksonville.
Oh yeah, Jacksonville's right here. Okay, Jacksonville.
What the fuck happened?
Average.
What in the fuck happened?
People got injured.
Yeah.
Told you, a healthy Jacksonville team would be a conference winner. I could see Jacksonville going against Baltimore with a healthy team.
True.
And speaking of healthy quarterbacks, but not healthy receivers, Kansas City.
I'll put them as conference. I'll do that because
Conference.
I can't. Hear me out. Hear me
These
out.
niggas can't catch the ball, Chris.
Hear me out, man. Is you can't like and you're a championship winning coach. So you know that if you have that championship pedigree, it just comes out. When the lights shine the brightest, people rise up. At least those who you're supposed to rise up or so, but I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine.
Okay.
I know everybody's saying like, oh my God, the Kansas City Giants is over. Like let's pump the brakes now. Let's pump the brakes. No, we'll see. Hell, they've hosted the last 5 AFC championships. Now, what did I continue with? So I mean, that got to count for something. So
true. All right, it's the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah. We need our praise in a row. F you,
Oh,
Spanos.
praise. Yeah.
Shout
Fuck
out
you,
to your
Spanos.
shout out to urinating tree. Because man,
Mm-mm-mm. The Los Angeles Rams.
they got healthy at the right time. I'll put them in average.
You started off great. He's like, they got healthy at the right time. But I'm putting them in Everest because I ain't winning a shit this weekend. They ain't winning shit.
I can't do it. I love Stafford. Don't get me wrong, but this weekend, like destroy him. But
This
after
weekend,
the
I'm
game,
like, you know
okay.
what? You're out.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if you remember that game where it was Buffalo against no I think it was either Buffalo or Cleveland against the Lions, and it was Schwartz's first game back in
Yeah,
Ford
yeah,
Field,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you remember they would carry him off the field. If
Yeah.
that it God forbid if that happens in Detroit on Sunday, oh my God, it's you might want to put the kids to bed, y'all. So that's what I'm gonna say about that because
I'm
you know
driving
it's a
down there.
furniture.
I'm driving my ass downtown.
Man, you could probably make 500 in the night down there with all the Ubers and
No,
everything.
no, no. I said I'm driving downtown and meeting Stafford on Brush Street.
Oh, never mind, never mind.
It's gonna be blood. It's gonna be a bloody night in Detroit.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
All right. Speaking of bloody Sunday, the Las Vegas Raiders. I would put them in trash.
I can't do that, man. I can't. You know, I'll put them in average.
Average.
Yeah, hear me out. Hear me out.
Did you not see
The
their
defense.
season?
Did you not see them put up like almost like 63 against the Chargers like a couple weeks ago?
It's the Chargers.
Hey, man, it's still 63.
It's
63
the
63, man.
Chargers.
I'm just saying, man.
It's like putting 63 against Carolina. No one cares.
Hey,
You're
man.
supposed to put up 63. You're supposed to put up 100, but you didn't put up 100. You put up 63 because you're trying to be a good sport about it.
True.
Sore winners. They're trash. Shout out to Max Crosby.
Right. Eastern Michigan alumni and a sleeper pick for defensive player of the year. Even though he may not get it, but still he's top five in that category this year. So
Right.
shout out to the brother.
Miami Dolphins.
Frauds.
I don't know.
There's an imposter among us.
There is an imposter among us, so I'm gonna put him in average.
Yeah. Y'all want to know what the record? You want to know what the record is against teams above 500?
You could say the same thing with Dallas.
1-5.
Damn.
Against teams over 500. That is all you need to know.
That's all you need to know. That's crazy.
You cannot put up 70 points in a season in one game and not win a playoff game.
That's true.
I'm just saying. Can't do it. Because nobody would care that you put up 70 points in the game. You didn't even make it out the first round.
I don't know, man. That weather in Kansas City can change a whole team's perspective.
And because Miami, was on some BS, so there was on that tomfoolery. So if they had just took care of business and had beat Buffalo, then they would have won the division.
They didn't want that, though. The script writers didn't want that. They wanted Tyreek Hill. They wanted Tyreek Hill to go back to Kansas City the first round.
Apparently. And now the game's gonna be what, like -1 with like wind chill of 10 below
on Peacock.
Exactly. Now that's a power move right there. That's a genius move by Roger Goodell, man. That's a power move.
They paid $110 million.
Hey, man,
get that slot on Peacock.
Hey, man, I would too.
Not even the people in Kansas City or Miami can watch it on regular TV. It's only on Peacock.
That's money right there, man.
Like, goddamn.
It's all because of the Swifties.
Mm-mm.
It is all because of the Swifties. Let's call it spade a
True.
spade, man.
True.
It is all because of the Swifties.
Speaking of Swifties and blonde hair, we have the Minnesota Vikings.
Yo, you're on point with the transition tonight, man. That you're on point tonight. Like, damn.
Let's just say they're trash this year. They were just
I was
trash.
gonna say
Actually,
I was gonna
they
put
need a prayer.
no. Yeah. That's more like it.
Because I was like,
We need a
they were
prayer.
down to their eighth quarterback, weren't they?
8 or 8 or 18th.
Yeah, one of them. They're about to put me in.
Shoot, I think they're gonna put somebody in who went to Adams Bustle in Detroit as quarterback.
Not Adams, but so all right.
Yep.
We have the New England Patriots. They need a prayer. Belichick was like, "Yo, I'm gonna milk this contract out.
Mm-hmm.
Get my last few $100."
Yep.
All right, let's go to the Saints.
They're trash.
I would say they were trash, though.
I'm putting them in trash,
average
man.
too. I'm putting them average.
That's fair.
They just got to figure out who they want as quarterback. That's one.
No, they got and they got to figure out what the hell who they want to be. Because let's be honest, they haven't really recovered ever since Drew Brees retired, and they've been having like an identity crisis ever since. Like if you're gonna replace Drew Brees and you bring in Derek Carr his first year, who did not look like a franchise quarterback at all, and at times Jameis Winston played better than him. If anything, the defense was better than them out for a good portion of the games this season. And it's like 1 week they actually know how to throw the ball, and then another week they look like they totally forgot to play football. Right. So, like seriously, that's literally their season, and it's like you're consistently inconsistent. Like, who do you want to be, and we'll follow you. But if you don't know who you want to be, we can't follow you. Yeah. We can't do it.
We can't.
We can't do it.
Yeah. Speaking of can't follow you, let's just put both the New York teams in need a prayer.
Yeah. Oh, that's being nice.
They need a prayer. Nice. Both teams need prayers, man.
I don't go put them and forget about it, honestly. Especially the Jets.
Not forget about it. There's not this. I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I did say there was spoon on this season.
Thank you. Their season started and ended on the first game.
Amen.
Let's be real.
Never been real. Most of these teams should be down there. I'm just putting it out there. If we're doing this season alone. Forget about it. You know what? Let's just put the Raiders out here too.
Oh damn! Okay. That's
delete the row.
Too hard. God damn! I mean, do the Raiders deserve that though?
Yes.
I mean, I'm feeling.
Did you not see these teams play?
I mean, sadly, I did because of freaking Prime Video with Thursday Night Football. So I had to see some of these teams play.
No, you didn't. You had a choice to turn on Prime Video.
You're right. I turned off the saying that I just turned it off.
People are like, I didn't have a choice. Yes, you did. It's on Prime. You literally have to get on your device and look it up.
Only the Jets. Only the Jets on Christmas can throw a Hail Mary and it's picked off. And it's taken back 100 yards to end the half. Only the Jets.
The Jets, man. Anything can happen.
Hey,
all right. Philadelphia Eagles. I see them winning a division or game. Yeah. Maybe a conference.
All right, you're gonna like this. I'm gonna put them in average. Now, hear me out. Hear me out.
You're right. I don't need to hear
thank you.
All right. I see them this season. They were lucky. They were lucky for 11 games, and then they start losing.
Mind you, they had from like week 13 onward, they had the easiest strength of schedule. They could have breezed to they could have put in the backup quarterback and they would have coasted to the number 1 seed. And what did they proceed to do? Lose 5 of their last 6 with the easiest strength of schedule. And not only that, but I have to say it, discount Pillsbury Doughboy himself. Matt Patricia is their defensive coordinator. That is all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
I can switch my parlay.
I mean, I'm just saying,
nuts.
it's just
Nuts.
does like I can't even say Philadelphia freedom. It's more like Philadelphia fraud territory. Shout out to Elton John though, but
It's not Philadelphia Freedom. It's Bahama Bay. Let me clear my throat. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning the division, baby. A divisional game.
Okay,
They're beating the
that's a bit
Buffalo
much.
Bills.
That's a bit much.
They're average team.
Oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm gonna put them in need of prayer. No, F that. No. 1 tier below. Yeah, there we go. This is Steelers. The standards is they do this every year. They BS their way to like
no, I told y'all. You went on that podcast. I said
yeah,
Jacksonville needs to lose and Tennessee needs to lose. They was like, you don't know what you're talking about, Chris. And the day of, I'm like,
I did.
Oh my gosh, it's happening.
I did say that.
I told Alyssa, I was like, Alyssa, and she was like, why do you look like that, Chris? You're scaring me. I said, it's happening. It's happening.
4
years in a row, Chris. 4 years in a row.
I know. So chances are, and guess what? Will we have the same conversation later on this year or so? And if you say that the Steelers are going to make the playoffs somehow, I'm going to say, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're 4-0 so far.
4-0, Chris. Especially the year when all they had to do, all the Chargers and the Raiders had to do was tie the game, and Pittsburgh would have been out.
Oh my God, that was. And they were legit about to tie the game too. But then
that was my first year winning. That was my first year winning.
And then the stupid Chargers head coach was like, "Hey man, we're gonna call a timeout." I was like, "Why are you calling a timeout? Do you not see what's going on over here?
Do you not see the stuff that's about to play out right now?"
And Pittsburgh does this every single year. They BS their way until getting into the playoffs, and they never have a losing season. And they make Mike Tomlin look like a million bucks, which he's a great coach, by the way. But let's be honest, the Steelers have now won a playoff game in 7 years.
Okay.
They're up there with the Lions.
No, they're not.
I'm just saying, man.
No, they're not. At least they have single digits.
True.
Lions have 30 years.
Hey, I'm just talking about in the last 7 years, the Lions have won as many playoff games as the Steelers have.
That's true.
One. So we're gonna call a spade a spade. Let's just put it out there.
All right, we got the Seattle Seahawks.
I thought it's been average.
They were average team. I agree.
They you won't see them like tank for a number one pick, but they're not like a lot to like win the conference or win a division year in and year out. So they'll be like your perennial 5th or 6th seed in the playoffs.
Right.
That's all I can say.
San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, if everybody stays healthy, yeah, they're a lock. They're a lot to make it.
I think they're a better team than Baltimore if everybody's healthy.
I can see that.
The stats show it. They're way better team.
They're just such a juggernaut. Like, you don't know who's going to kill you. It could be McCaffrey one day. It could be Kittle one day. It could be Debo. It could be Ayuk. So, like, you got so many weapons on both sides of the ball. If they're going to make the Super Bowl, this is probably, I'm not going to say that it's their last best shot, but it's definitely like their best year. If everyone stays healthy, yeah, they're making it this year.
For all the teams in the Super Bowl lock, if everybody's healthy, Sam Laporta. Everybody's healthy, we're good. All right, next we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield.
Average. They're average.
Average team, I would say below Jacksonville. Actually,
they are like the divisional winners by default, because they play in the NFC South of Sadness.
Yeah.
So in other words, you're like the best out of the worst. But
NFC
does that mean
South of Silence. Anyway.
hello, silence, my old friend? I'm going to talk to you again.
Speaking of sadness, Tennessee.
We need all the Tennessee whiskey in the world because we need a prayer.
Say a little pray for you.
That was good. That was good.
And then we have
I mean,
Washington.
yeah, forget about it. Yeah, forget about it. Ain't much to say. It ain't much to say.
Yeah, the Jets. The Jets, because their starting quarterback went out. So at least Carolina still had their starting quarterback.
And it's unfair that people are saying that like, oh, like Bryce Young is a bust. Say that.
Why would you say he's a
He
bust?
literally
This is
has
his first season.
it's his first season. Plus, he has almost little to nothing to work with. So I don't know. David Tepper. I know that shoot, that the Redskins, well, excuse me, that the Commanders' old owner that he's gone, but David Tepper might just take the cake as the worst owner in the league right now in only 6 years.
Damn.
Because mind you, people forget 6 years ago they were within a few plays away of winning the whole thing.
True.
And they had their core like already stacked up with like Cam and Luke Kuechly and
I forgot about
what the
Kuechly.
Jonathan, yeah,
Greg
Jonathan Davis.
Olson.
So Greg Olson too. They had
Christian
they at least
McCaffrey was
had
on that team.
exactly. So like they could have really had made like some serious noise, but then one by damn one, he just fucked it all up.
He did.
When your ticket prices go from like an average of $100 to where you're charging people $1 or maybe $2 just to get in,
And people came
you
to
have
that game and they fucking
and
won.
and that's the thing. And I couldn't even tell that there was fans in there. It literally looked like during the pandemic or so when there was no fans.
Right.
That's how it looked like at a Carolina game.
Yeah, it was bad.
They're just allergic to winning football.
I mean, it's hard to win games, Chris. It's not that easy, but
I mean, you're
you
right,
have to
but
score
like
the
Carolina,
points.
I mean, yeah, but Carolina got almost nobody.
They have nobody on the team, and they're facing some of the best teams in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think they should be relegated.
Relegated to what?
I don't know.
Let's say
We're gonna
relegated
add a row.
to
We're gonna add a row. We're gonna say relegated.
Panthers. You have done something. You have truly made an accomplishment. You made Chris make not one but two categories.
Was it
Just in your honor.
was it the UFL?
Yeah, yeah, the US, yeah, the UFL.
The UFL. We got the Carolina. The Panthers will go to the UFL.
Oh no, let's throw them in the MAC conference. Yeah, let's do that. Let's throw them in the MAC.
What teams if we were to like switch this up, which teams would be perfect for like a 2-tier system? So like Carolina would definitely be relegated. Chicago
Carolina
would be relegated.
No, I can't say that. The Jets.
Okay.
I would say more so the Jets.
No, the Jets can't be relegated. All they did,
Yeah,
they have all the receivers, they have a great defense, and they just lost their quarterback. With Aaron Rodgers on that team is a conference winner, if not a Super Bowl lock.
I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna say all that, but
You would have to.
I said start the season that even with Aaron Rodgers, I said they wouldn't even make the playoffs. I did say that,
but we don't know what would happen because he was injured.
Well, we're gonna find out next season.
Right, we'll find out. But until then, you can't say that they won't make the playoffs because we haven't seen him play yet.
And I've seen all I need to see. It's the Jets. Free agent quarterback and New York Jets do not go well together. And there's a lot of history to prove this. Do I need to mention Brett Favre, anybody?
What about Joe Namath?
Well, they drafted him, so that don't count.
Well, we're still a new quarterback. He won the
I don't
Super
know.
Bowl.
I never trust a Jets quarterback who they choose or who they pick up in free agency. I never trust them.
Arizona Cardinals is going to UFL.
Okay, yeah, that's appropriate.
Indianapolis Colts can go there.
Damn.
Chargers. We need 8
Wait,
teams.
regulated. Wait, Indianapolis gets relegated via Mayflower advance.
Goddamn. God effing damn. I do think the New York Giants should go to the UFL.
If you know about the Mayflower advance, if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Vegas. You know what? I'm gonna be an asshole. Let's put Broncos down there too.
Okay. Okay. I don't think we need to do that much. Okay, that's
Yes,
that's a
yes,
bit
we do.
much. Broncos
And
country.
for
That's
and for good luck, let's put the Green Bay Packers down there too.
man,
Okay, let's
that's
not
true.
be that
That's
mean.
true.
Tennessee,
Nah,
you got both
I mean they
coasts.
got they,
You got both markets. You got New York, LA, the worst team ever.
it's the worst thing.
Second to the worst team ever. Can't catch a damn catch on 4th and 1. Then you got the Raiders, just the whole organization, just crap.
God damn. Oh my gosh.
And then you have a team that you take a quarterback for 200 something
Yep.
$1 million. Don't want to pay him his money if he makes something. It's like, what's going
Oh
on?
wait. Oh, even worse. Even worse. Your head coach, who knew that this was the quarterback heading into the season, publicly throws his quarterback under the bus and said, "Oh, I don't want him kissing babies. I don't want him doing this. I don't want him doing that." Well, did you say that to Drew Brees when y'all were together for 15 years? Nope. I'm just saying. Hey, let's talk about it. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna throw
I'm
the
just
I'm
saying.
gonna throw the Commanders down there.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what? Let's switch. No, the Jets belong and forget about it because they have Aaron Rodgers now. Um,
Let's throw.
I already got 8 teams. These are the 8 teams that are going to be in the
Okay, yeah.
USFL.
You know what? Let's switch the switch the Falcons and the Raiders.
Falcons and the Raiders. Okay.
Because the Falcons, I got no hope in them. The only thing they got going for them are those low concession prices. That's the only thing they got going for them.
That is it.
Because they haven't recovered ever since the Super Bowl. Again, if you know, you know.
That is true.
They
You know, you know.
they recovered ever since.
You know what? I say need to pray. I put the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Vikings. This looks like a good list.
The Vikings. Yeah, they get relegated to to the Big Ten. I mean, Minnesota's right there. So
You gonna throw Justin Jefferson in the Big Ten?
hey, man. Hey, why not? The campus is right there. I'm just saying. So you might as well.
Not wrong.
But need a prayer. Yeah, that those 3 are locks. Number 1 draft pick. Yeah, I think this is good.
It's a good one. So I'm gonna.
I think it's good.
There we go. Make the picture.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. It's finished. Well, this has been another edition of Kris
And Kris.
See y'all next time on Kris
And Kris.